What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first one I see is the first one I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign we saw was Virgo, so we're gonna go ahead and get it popping. But real quick, everybody, I do want to mention to all of you guys, I do have all the personal services restocked for the week, so if you guys want to get yourself a personal reading with me, feel free to check out CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's gonna be the first link in the description box below. But hi guys, happy Monday. I hope you guys had yourselves a awesome weekend, and without further ado, jumping on into the Virgo, let's see what's going on here, man. What do we got showing up for the Virgo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information showing up here for Team Virgo, please? Messages coming in here for the Virgo peeps. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Virgo, we're going to get ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Starting out here with the overall energy, we do have here a Six of Cups. Taking a look here at the current energy for you, we're looking at the Strength card, looking at what you're dealing with, Virgo. What do we got? We got here the Justice, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you guys is going to go ahead and be the Four of Swords in the upright position. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Well, Team Virgo, coming into your next 24 hours, we start out here with the Six of Cups to the Strength card in the upright position. It definitely feels to me like this could be a time where you're trying to avoid reminiscing. You know, this could be about the past being on your mind. You could be thinking about somebody from the past, thinking about a past situation. Whatever the case may be, though, here for you, it's like you're trying to resist it at all costs. Now, whatever it is you resist generally and typically tends to persist. So it's like the same kind of idea. If I tell you don't think of a pink elephant, you just thought of a pink elephant. So I kind of get that vibe here where it's like the more you're trying to push away the past, it's like, fuck, the more I keep thinking about it, right? So one thing that I always tend to tell people is that when you're in a situation where you don't want to think about something, just let your mind think about it, because the more you try to push it away, the more your mind's actively not going to be focusing on, hey, don't think about this. It's going to focus on think about this, okay? It won't hear the don't before that. So with that all being said here for you Virgos, great word of advice I'd give you is let your mind think what it needs to, let it free roam, because inevitably it'll move on to something else. Now, having a look at what it is you're dealing with a Justice. I think you're trying to make peace with your past, or I think that on a very beneath the surface layer of yourself, you are trying to make peace with your past, but when it looks like, how do I explain this? It's like beneath the surface, you want to make peace with your past, but I think that right now you're trying to run away from it. It's like, I don't want to face the past. I don't want to think about it. I want to push it away. But I feel like really beneath the surface, this is what you truly want. You want to make peace with it. You know, looking at the outcome here, Four of Swords, you want to be able to lay something to rest and truly, truly move on. But it feels like right now it's very difficult to do that when you don't even want to think about the past at all. So my advice for any Virgos, if a past situation is showing up for you, if you're thinking about something that happened, if you're thinking about a specific person, you know, the best thing you can do is not push it away here at this time. Whatever emotions are coming up, memories are coming up, let it come up, because it's trying to surface for a reason. Maybe there's something you need to see. Maybe it's time to have more clarity in order to let go, but I would let your emotions show up as they are, and I would let yourself think what it is you're thinking. I wouldn't try to push away any feelings here at this time in the next 24 hours, because as things are coming up, it's going to be a process of you being able to purge and let go. So that would be my advisory here for you. Don't push away anything showing up in the next 24 hours in your emotions. Allow it to come through, and then as you allow it to come through, I feel like naturally you're going to be letting it go here at this time as well. Okay? All right, though, Team Virgo, of course, take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you for stopping by here nonetheless. Really do appreciate it, okay? All right, guys, so we started out here with the earth signs for today. We're gonna go ahead and do earth, air, fire, water. Jumping on into our air, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Libra gang. What do we got going on here for Team Libra, baby? Messages here for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Team Libra? Messages here for the Libras. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Team Libra, we got a card that flipped over. That card's going to go ahead and be the Hangman in reverse. You could be dealing with a Pisces possibly. Typically with the Hangman in reverse, it's an energy of like no longer being stagnant. So I'm hearing like you're making your move. If there has been a situation that's been stagnant for quite some time, you could be taking action here, moving in your next 24 hours. But let's get this last shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Libra, overall energy for you is the Eight of Pentacles, getting hard at work or being hard at work here. Taking a look at the current energy, we got the Nine of Wands in reverse, what you're dealing with, Six of Wands in the upright, and then looking at the outcome here for you, Five of Wands showing up here as well. So I feel like you may be facing a little bit of a challenging time, and even though the outcome is challenging energy, I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing, because I'm hearing, like, from Libra's perspective, you're up to the challenge here. Moving into your next 24 hours, you're working really hard, you're doubling down, you're not allowing something to shut you down, right? Nine of Wands upright can be an energy where a person is shut down, they don't really want to do anything, they kind of feel wounded, they're keeping to themselves. But Nine of Wands in reverse showing up here for you is positive, because it represents that you're not backing down from a challenge, you're certainly making sure that you keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So I see here for the Libra peeps, you're really working hard here, no matter how much something may be challenging, or no matter how much you may be struggling in a certain situation, whether it's about love, whether it's about any sort of work and career situation, a personal fight or personal battle. You guys are kicking ass here and taking names, and I like it for you, Libra, okay? So I like that energy of continuing to fight. Listen, life would be so fucking boring if there weren't challenges. You know, that's the point of life, to have things to challenge you in order to get you out of your shell and help you grow, okay? So Libras, I see you guys moving forward here despite any sort of adversity. You're conquering all. I like it. Beautiful, Libra. Keep on working hard. You'll get through the challenging times, so long as you're up for the challenge. Okay? All right, guys, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our earth, we did our air, jumping on into the fire. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Sagittarius, okay? By the way, Danielle, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Really, really appreciate that. All right, everybody, jumping on into the Saggy. Tracy, thank you as well. What do we got going on here for Team Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What messages are showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got a bunch of subscribers. Kia, thank you. Beverly Bell, thank you. And hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. Isa, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it, all right? All right, guys, let's see what's going on, Sagittarius. One more shuffle coming in for you, and we'll see what your next 24 hours is all about. Saggy, overall energy for you is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. So you could be connecting here with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Looking at the current energy for you, Nine of Swords in the upright. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, we do have here the Temperance in reverse, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you is going to go ahead and be the Eight of Wands in the upright position. So you're most certainly showing up here in this reading as we have here the Temperance. The Temperance is the Sagittarius card. Now for your next 24 hours, Knight of Pentacles here to the Nine of Swords in the upright. I kind of get the feeling here that things have felt progressively a little intense recently. Nine of Swords can represent the feeling of anxiety. It can represent the feeling here of just being in a low vibration. And when I look at what you're dealing with here being the Temperance in reverse, Temperance reverse here is a card that represents that emotionally you're kind of feeling all out of balance here at this time as well. So looking at the outcome, Eight of Wands, this is a transitioning kind of energy. Sometimes I notice in life when we're going through a transitional period, it can feel very awkward. It can feel, we all can feel a little anxious. We all can feel a little bit down. And naturally, that's when things in our lives are changing. And change, unfortunately, can bring forward endings, but it also brings in beautiful new beginnings. So I'm kind of picking up in the vibe here, Sag, that chapters are closing, new chapters are beginning, but you're kind of in the transition period, the awkward phase where the new chapter hasn't yet begun. So that's why it's so weird. It's like you're just seeing endings happening around you, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, what do I do now? Like, it's an awkward, weird energy because the new hasn't came in just yet. The new hasn't shined into your life just yet. And I think that that's the awkward part for you to kind of battle here, jumping into the next 24 hours. But I want you to know that there is a transition happening. And that's the important part. Eight of Wands, there is something coming in here for you. So don't doubt that anything that has ended or any chapters into your life that have closed, don't doubt that nothing new is coming your way, because most certainly it is, okay? Remember, we cannot close a door without having another door open for you. All right, Sag? So hang in there. It's an awkward period of time, but there is going to be something coming in here for you at the end of the day. So remember that, okay? All right, Sag, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, thank you so much. Keep it moving for the $3 donation. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right. All right, guys, so we did our fire, we also did our air, and we did our earth. We're going to hop on into the water in just a sec, but everybody, happy Monday to you. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Thank you for everybody who is tuning in here today. I appreciate it more than you know, guys, so thank you for stopping by. And for anybody here who's new, if you're interested, I do daily readings Monday through Friday. I do monthly videos, mid-monthly videos for tarot. If you want to feel free to subscribe, feel free to. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. Hey, Zeta Zoom, you said, thanks, Aunt, you're so right. Much love from Sweden. Much love, too. Thank you so much. Happy to resonate with you. What's going on, Protagonist? Hey, Artie Muse. What's going on, Danny? Hi, Fawn. Hey, Eclipse Chaser. How you guys doing? Earth Angel Red. What's poppin'? Hi, guys. All right, though, hopping officially on into our water, diving into our water. Let's have a look here at the Pisces gang. What's going on here for the fish, baby? Messages here for Team Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Piscean? Messages here for the fish. Messages here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Pisces, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Pisces, overall energy for you is the Seven of Swords in reverse. You could be connecting here potentially with a air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got the Knight of Pence in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with, Seven of Cups in reverse. Then taking a look here at the outcome for Pisces, we do have here the Eight of Cups in the reverse position as well. So Piscean, for your next 24 hours, let's go ahead and talk about this one. We start with the Seven of Wands, or sorry, the Seven of Swords in reverse here, paired with the Knight of Pence in the reverse position as well. So I do get the feeling here where it's like you're kind of stopped in your tracks. I do think that this is the energy of trying to not feel so jaded and trying to not feel so hurt. You know, that's kind of the vibe for your next 24. It's like you're trying to be in a good mood at least. You're trying to put yourself in a good headspace, but there is a little bit of jaded energy showing up here for you guys at this time. I mean, having a look at what you're dealing with, Seven of Cups reversed, it's not like there's a lot going on, I think, that might be making you feel upset, but I do think that there's a specific situation that you have on your mind. And looking at the outcome here, Eight of Cups reversed, it's like you feel like you keep on returning to this situation. So I do get that feeling here where there could be something bugging you in specifics or upsetting you in specific, and that seems to be on your mind here moving into your next 24 hours. But that's the thing, guys, when things are upsetting us, they're going to be on our mind because we need to be able to feel in order to heal. And it's a very natural thing that occurs and happens to everybody. So of course, when we're upset, we're going to think about what's upsetting us. So Pisceans, you know, if you need a day in the next 24 hours to take some time out to just feel out what you're feeling, you know, if you're still a little hurt, if you're still a little jaded over a situation and it's on your mind, give yourself the time to think about it. Give yourself the time to feel how you feel, because the more that you feel what you're feeling, the more you're going to be processing it. And once you process it, you're ready to let it all go. You know, that's why I'm so big on telling everybody you need to feel to heal, because that's the way we process our emotions. We don't process them by pushing them away or anything of that nature. Not saying that's what you're doing here, Pisces, but just giving that example. So it does seem like a day that it could be a day for healing, a day for purging, a day for kind of just letting yourself feel how you feel. Remember, Pisceans, for any of you that are watching, it's totally okay to not be okay. And if that happens to be the vibe here for you, you don't need to be pitch perfect and amazing and great. If you're feeling a little off in the next 24 and you need a day to kind of just heal and feel things out, feel free to take that time out for yourself, okay? All right, Pisces, I'm sending you tons of love and tons of positive vibes, and may things turn up for you guys shortly, okay? All right, Pisces, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we started out with our air signs for today's daily, or no, we started out with our earth signs for today's daily reading. So we're jumping back on into our earth. The first batch here is done. Going into the earth signs, let's have a look here at the Capricorn and we'll see what's up. Speaking of showing up in time, Vanilla Capricorn, what's up? You did show up in time indeed. What's poppin'? All right, what do we got going on here for the Cappy, baby? Messages here for Team Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Cappy? Messages here for Team Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Capricorn peeps, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves this last and final shuffle. And we'll see what's going on with you. Hopefully all is well for the Capricorn. Starting out here with the overall energy for you, we do have the Star card, so you could be connecting here with an Aquarius for some of you. Having a look at the current energy, Three of Pentacles in reverse, what you're dealing with, Capricorn, Ten of Swords in the reverse position, and then looking at the outcome for you, Three of Cups in the reverse here as well. So Capricorns, what's going on here with you? Now, you could be connecting with an Aquarius, as I previously stated, but star here to the Three of Pentacles reversed. I think right now, you don't really feel like you're working towards something. It's kind of this feeling here with the star where it's like, I want to be aligned, but I don't really know what I need to work towards. So I kind of get a little bit of the feeling of being lost in life right now, or feeling a little lost right now. Maybe you feel lost in love. You feel lost in your career path. You feel lost in general of like where you're supposed to be. But I always tell people, like, at the end of the day, if you're lost, you're going to be found. And most importantly, I believe we're always where we need to be in life. You know, I don't think there is any kind of mistakes that kind of come along here with the universe. I feel like wherever we are in our path is where we're supposed to be, because there's something that we're learning, we're figuring out, we're leveling up in some sort of way. So for any Capricorn that feels this way right now, I just want you to know, it's like, even though you don't feel like you have anything to work towards, I feel like you're being called to be more present and kind of just enjoy this moment of where you are. You know, I don't think life always has to be about having to work towards something all the time. Sometimes we're just called to be present and kind of enjoy where we are. And I get that feeling for you, Capricorn. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with here, Ten of Swords reverse, it's like you're kind of in a position of time where you're like not letting go of the idea of needing to work towards something. And I feel like looking at the outcome being the Three of Cups reversed, it's like you're in a space right now where you're not particularly happy with your current circumstances and where you're at in life. But the universe is trying to say, Capricorn, like, don't look at this as a negative. Don't look at this as you're in the bad place or the worst place you can be. You know, give yourself time to kind of enjoy where you're at. I'm sure there are some things you appreciate about where you are in life, so appreciate them. Enjoy yourself. You know, this is not the time to have to strive for change, but instead take a look at where you are, because you've come a long way, and appreciate how far you've come and appreciate what you have is kind of what I'm feeling like the universe is trying to convey. So be present in this moment. You know, you will align somewhere inevitably moving in the future. You'll have something to work towards inevitably moving into the future. But right now, if it doesn't really feel like there's much to work towards and you're kind of just living life, I think it's the perfect time to be present and kind of enjoy it instead, you know? So Cappies, of course, take that if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you guys for coming out here nonetheless, okay? All right, so guys, we did our Earth, jumping back on into our air, baby. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the birthday peeps and see what's popping for Gemini. Gemini, happy birthday to you guys. Hope you're having a great birth season. I do want to mention I did upload your mid-month today for mid-June, so if you haven't seen your mid-June reading yet, feel free to give it a check out. You guys are posted, okay? All right, jumping on into Gemini. Let's see what's going on here for you. Messages for Team Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got coming up here, please, for the lovely Gemini gang? Give me 1 second. I didn't want these cards to fall on the floor. Let's go ahead and get this last shuffle and let's see what is up. All right, Team Gemini, overall energy here for you is going to be the Hermit in reverse. You could be connecting here with a Virgo, possibly. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Ace of Cups. Looking at what you're dealing with here, we got the Seven of Wands. And then taking a look here at the overall outcome for the Gemini peeps, we have here the Sun. Cool. I like seeing that sunshine come on out here for you. So Geminis, let's talk about this. First things first, the Hermit in reverse here to the Ace of Cups. I do feel like you are kind of finding a bit of a reconnection to something you love in the next 24 hours. It might be a reminiscent day. You know, maybe you bust out the old PS2 and you're playing Sonic and it's like, oh, I remember how much I loved this game. Like, it was so nice to reconnect with something I loved. So it could be something basic like that, like reconnecting with a childhood game you played. It could be the energy of reconnecting with a person. It's like, I forgot how much I really care about this individual. We haven't seen each other in forever. So I feel like a reconnection to something you love is what's showing up here for you. Looking at what you're dealing with here, Seven of Wands, I think you're starting to notice, like, this is something that you feel like you held back on for a while. You know, I think that you're kind of looking at whatever this is and you're like, I wish I gave it more of a chance. Like, especially if it's a person, Gemini, like maybe you and somebody reconnect and you're like, you know what, like, I wish I gave them more of a chance in the past. Maybe the way that things ended between you and somebody, or maybe the way that things became distant or got distant between you and somebody was something that could have been avoidable. And you're like, you know what, like, I don't even care about the past anymore, or whatever like separated me from this person, place, or thing. It's like, I'm recognizing I care about this individual, or I care about this situation. And with that being said, the Sun card, I'm happy to have reconnected with it, you know? If it's a person, it's like, I'm happy I reconnected with this person. Like, I had tons of fun times. Like, fuck whatever happened, water under the bridge. Like, I'm happy to be with them, you know? If it's reconnecting with a old thing that you loved, like an old video game or an old sport, it's like, hey, at the end of the day, I'm happy I reconnected with this too, because it's fun as fuck, right? So it doesn't have to be about a person. It could be about like reconnecting with something you loved within your childhood, but it's the realization of like, whatever created distance, it's water under the bridge now. Let's just enjoy reconnecting with each other and having a good time and having a good experience. And I like that for you, especially for the Geminis here that are like reconnecting and kicking it with old friends. You know, I think that sometimes, you know, wherever we're at in life, you know, let's say you and a friend have a falling out, it's like years later you connect and you're like, what were we even mad about? Like, fuck that. Like, forget about the falling out, water under the bridge. Let's enjoy each other here going forward, right? So that's what I see showing up here for you. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But Gemini, thank you guys for coming out nonetheless, and happy birthday to you. Okay. All right, everybody, jumping on into our fire now. We're going to go ahead and have a look here at the Ram fam, and we'll see what's popping here for the Aries. What do we got going on here for Team Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is going to be rolling on in here for the zodiac sign of Aries? Message is here for Team Ram fam. Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Ram fam, you guys are getting one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on for all you beautiful people. Hopefully all is well. Aries, overall energy is going to be the Two of Cups. You could be connecting here with a water sign like Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Looking at the current energy for you, we got here the Queen of Cups. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we do have here the Star in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for the Ram fam is going to go ahead and be the Ten of Wands in the upright position. So Aries, let's see what is going on here with you. Now, first things first, Two of Cups to the Queen of Cups. I do get the feeling here for Aries, it's like right now, you definitely are feeling very connected to something. And I do see with the Queen of Cups here, I'm getting that feeling of not necessarily wanting to let go. And I've never picked that up with the Queen of Cups, but intuitively, that's what I'm feeling here. Like, you don't want to let something go. Looking at what you're dealing with right now, the Star in reverse, it feels like something here is becoming hopeless, or something here feels like it's just not aligning or working anymore. And I think that that's what you're most burdened here by. It's like you're finding a disconnect in your life, and I think it upsets you that there's a disconnect there, because it's like you want to have the connect, but it just doesn't feel like it's happening. Like, for example, maybe it's work, right? It's like, I want to connect to my work, I want to love it, I want to care about it, I want to be so passionate about the work I do, but I just can't feel or find the connection to what I'm doing. Some of you may very well likely feel this way. I could feel that way in love, you know? It's like, I want to love my partner, I want to be happy with them, I want to feel connected to them, but I'm burdened by the fact that I feel like I just can't, you know? So I feel like that's kind of what's happening here. That's a bit of the challenge that you're experiencing at this time. And it's like, what the hell do I do about it? Because it burdens me, because I want to care, I want to feel connected, but I just don't feel like I can. And the truth is that you're telling yourself the truth, you know? I think it's totally okay for feelings to change. It's totally okay to not be connected to someone or something as you once were. And as sad as it can be to not feel the same way you used to, and as much as you may want to, you have to listen to how you feel right now. You know, how you felt yesterday is not much of a comparison to how you feel today, right? You know, this is a situation we see very commonly in love. It's like, you know, sometimes you just want to love your partner like you used to, but you've fallen out of love, and that's just the truth, you know? You want to love a hobby like you used to, but maybe you just don't anymore. You want to love your work, but maybe you just don't anymore. You know, it's one of those situations where your feelings have changed, and the truth is that we cannot change how we feel, because we just simply feel how it is we feel. So for any Aries feeling this way, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't try to be so disappointed. I mean, look at it as an opportunity of like, okay, if something right now in my life isn't in resonance with me anymore, then there's got to be something coming next, and there certainly is here for you, okay? So you guys will be all right. Take it easy here, Aries, okay? All right, Ram fam, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward, all right? So we did our Aries. Thank you guys for stopping by. We're going to jump into our water signs, guys, in just a sec. Once again, everybody, happy Monday. Hope you guys are doing great. Thank you for stopping by and tuning on in. All right, jumping on into the water. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Cancer gang. What's popping here for Team Cancer, baby? Messages here for the Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got rolling up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Cancerian? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac in the next 24 hours. Cancer, we're going to get one more shuffle coming up here for you, and we'll see what we got going on. Hopefully all is well for you beautiful peeps. Cancer, overall energy here is going to be the Page of Pentacles. You could be connecting here with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at your current energy, we got the World in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, Cancer, Six of Cups in reverse. And then taking a look here at the outcome for Cancer, we do have here the King of Swords in the upright position. So as far as what I see for Cancers in the next 24 hours, let's talk about it. First things first, Page of Pents here to the World in reverse. I think right now you're trying to save something. I don't get the feeling here of you wanting to let go. Instead, I get the feeling here of you wanting to really invest a lot of your energy to make something better, to improve a situation in your life. This could be about trying to improve your finances. Maybe you're trying to stick around at the same job and still make everything work. It could be the energy of trying to work really hard to try to expand a relationship, especially if times have been a little bit rough. You know, I'm getting that vibe here for Cancer where it's like, I'm really connected to something, Six of Cups. I have a lot of history with it, whether it's a person, place, or thing, and it would be a shame to see this end in my life. It would be a shame to see this situation no longer be a thing for me. So with the outcome here being the King of Swords, it's like you're getting very serious here, Cancer. You're really stepping up and doing what you can to keep something going in your life, you know, whether that's about a certain job. Maybe you are self-employed, you have your own business. Maybe it's been a little bit rough with your business, but it's like, fuck it. This is what I love. This is what I want to do. Let's keep it up. Let's get serious. Let's really put the work in. Same thing with a relationship. I love this person. We've had our problems, but I really want to make sure that you're the person I'm going to see walking down the aisle one day, or you're the person I'm going to marry one day, right? So I get that vibe here for Cancers where it's like, you haven't seen the last of me yet. It ain't over. I'm going to keep coming back stronger and stronger, and we're going to go ahead and keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I love it, Cancer. I love it, guys. At the end of the day, nothing is impossible, and there isn't anything that you cannot turn around. So if you're having a little bit of difficult times, keep in mind, you most certainly can turn it around here, Cancer. All right, Cancer peeps, I love that for you. Let's keep it popping, pushing, moving forward. Appreciate my Cancer peeps for coming on out. By the way, Lux, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for the $9.99. You said you're awesome, man. You're awesome too, my love. Thank you for the donation. Really, really appreciate that, okay? All right, guys, hopping back into the earth signs, we're going to go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Taurus gang. So let's see what's popping here for the bulls. What do we got going on for Team Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of bulls? What do we got showing up here for the bull gang? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. Taurus, let's go ahead and get this last shuffle, and we'll see what's going on here for you, okay? Hopefully, we are looking at some pretty fantastic stuff if my cards want to work with me here today. All right, Taurus, overall energy here is going to be the Hermit. You could be connecting with a Virgo possibly. Having a look here into the current energy for you, we have the Devil. What you're dealing with, Taurus, we got here the Nine of Swords, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Knight of Wands in the upright position. So Taurus, for your next 24 hours, let's get on into it. We start here with the Hermit to the Devil. So this is Virgo energy to Capricorn energy. Now, Hermit is isolation, and it's also wisdom. Some fights and some battles are just not worth fighting for. That was the immediate channeling I got from the Hermit. Just some battles are not worth fighting for. Looking at, you know, the current energy, the Devil. The Devil here can represent toxicity. It could represent a really negative situation where you feel stuck or trapped, or it can represent something that's like addicting, but you know has a negative outcome or a negative consequence. So Taurus, you know, your next 24 hours is all about making sure you make a wise decision to not invest in something that you know is going to create a negative outcome. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with here already, Nine of Swords, I get the feeling here that you're kind of unhappy about a situation right now, and you know that if you were to make this investment into the Devil, it would make things so much worse. So it's like, fuck that, right? You know, the Devil card here can represent addictions in a certain way as well. You know, even a person can be addicting. You know, you might be upset right now that things are, you know, not going well between you and somebody, but I think you know that if you keep on being around this person, especially if they're addicting, it's only going to make things worse. So if any Taurians are dealing with a situation where you do find somebody addicting, it's like, fuck this. I got to make sure I separate myself from them, because feeling addicted to how somebody makes me feel or feeling addicted to the connection is not benefiting me in any sort of way. So Taurus, you know, I think you're kind of at a point where right now you already feel not so happy with the way a certain situation is going, and it's like, if I keep up and I keep on investing, it's only going to make things worse. So you're looking out for yourself here, and I feel like you're choosing to not fight a battle that isn't worth fighting for, and you're choosing to make a better move here for yourself by walking away instead. Okay, all right, Team Taurus, appreciate you guys coming out. Of course, take it if it resonates, guys, leave it if it doesn't, but I appreciate you guys coming out here nonetheless. Okay, all right though, guys, we did all of our earth signs officially for today. So earth signs, hope you guys enjoyed. Glad you guys came out. We're going to be moving into our air signs here shortly. All right, we did Libra, we did Gemini. So hopping on into our Aquarius, let's see what we got going on for the Aqua baby. Okay, messages here for Team Aquarian. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of Team Aquarius? Messages coming in here for Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Aquarius, we got here a flipper. That flip card is going to be the Four of Pence in the reverse position. So you could be in a place in time right now, Aquarius, where you're letting go, or you're not holding on to something, or you're kind of opening up about something too. Could be the case here for some of you. But let's get the last shuffle and let's see what's going on here for you, Aquarius. Starting out with the overall energy, we have here the King of Cups in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy for you, we have the Ace of Wands, looking at what you're dealing with. We do have here the Eight of Cups in reverse, and then taking a look here at the outcome for you, we do have here the Seven of Pentacles in the upright position. So, you know, for your next 24 hours, King of Cups here in reverse paired with the Ace of Wands upright, it's like you're noticing, I definitely feel passionate towards something, but do I really feel emotionally connected to whatever this is? You know, if it's a person, you might feel very attracted to somebody here with the Ace of Wands, but maybe you can't feel, or you just don't really feel that emotionally tied and bound to them either, right? So it's kind of recognizing that, you know, yeah, something might be interesting and I might like something, but I don't necessarily feel like my heart's really in it, you know? Looking at what you're dealing with here, Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, I don't think you want to continue to go forward with something because it's like, I want my heart to be in it. You know, if it's a person that you're connecting with here on a romantic level, it's like, you know, it's great that I may feel attracted to them, but if I'm not feeling like my heart's invested into them, then why would I want to pursue this connection? You know, I want the best of both worlds. Not only do I want to be attracted to my person, but at the same time, I want to care for them. I want to love them, you know? So looking at the outcome here, Seven of Pentacles, I feel like you're pondering in the next 24 hours, like trying to come up with the right decision. I think you already know what the right decision is here for you, Aquarius. It's like, if your heart's not in it, then maybe you shouldn't make the full commitment, or you shouldn't make the full investment. Maybe you should kind of look around for something else that not only are you happy with, but at the same time, your heart's in it as well, you know? So I think that you've already answered that question within yourself. This kind of feels to me, Aquarius, like it's a reaffirming or a confirming type of reading to confirm what it is you've been feeling. I think that if your heart's not in it, then maybe you should find what your heart would reside with, you know? So I wouldn't continue to make the investment if you're not all in, okay? All right, though, Team Aquarius, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but thank you guys for coming out here nonetheless. And keep in mind, it doesn't just have to be a person, you know? Maybe you're, you know, house hunting, apartment hunting, and it's like, you know, I like the aesthetics of this place, but maybe it doesn't feel like home. You know, home is where the heart is, right? So maybe your heart's not in it. It doesn't feel like home. Could be a situation like that as well, okay? All right, though, Team Aquas, thank you for coming out. Appreciate you so much. So we did our air. We did all of our earth. We're hopping on into the fire, baby. Jumping into the fire. Leo, how you doing? Let's see what's going on here for you. What do we got showing up here for Team Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got coming up here for the Lion Gang? Messages here for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Lion Gang, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on with you, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Queen of Swords in reverse. Taking a look at the current energy for you, we got here the Six of Swords. What you're dealing with, Leo, we have here the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And then the outcome for Team Leo is going to be the Moon card in the upright position as well. So, Team Leo, you could be connecting here with an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, a fellow Leo. You might also be dealing with a Pisces here as well. Now, for your next 24 hours, Queen of Swords reversed here to the Six of Swords in the upright right position. I kind of get the feeling here for Leos where it's like you are pretty much detached from something. You're fully on board to move on with the Six of Swords. When I look at what you're dealing with the Wheel of Fortune reversed. I feel like something wasn't moving in a fortunate way, or something wasn't moving in a positive direction. This is about the wheel turning in a negative direction rather than the wheel turning towards fortune. So you were starting to see signs here of something just not really being beneficial, not really working out for you. And I think instantaneously you got the clear message that it is time to just move in a different direction. You might feel this way in your love life. You might feel this way in your career. Maybe you kind of just had this intuitive feeling of like, okay, this job is not moving in a good way for me. It's not moving in a positive direction for me. Maybe this really is the time to say I got to cut it loose and I got to do something different. Same thing when it comes to a person. Same thing when it comes to a friendship. You might have been seeing somebody in your friend circle maybe going down a bad or difficult path, and it's like, ultimately, I don't want to be a part of that, so I'm going to make sure I go towards a fortunate path instead. You know, I think that with the Moon card coming into play here for you, you had to really listen to yourself on an emotional level. I feel like Leos have checked in with themselves about something, and something didn't feel right to go forward with. You know, something didn't feel right to progress with, whether it was a friendship, a romantic relationship, a job, whatever it may be for you. Just something didn't feel like the right fit for you to keep on doing it. So you got that clear message, and I feel like you're listening to your intuition here and you're exploring other options in different directions. Okay. So take that if that resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but that's what I feel showing up here for you guys at this time. All right, Team Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. I always tell people, I mean, listen, your intuition will scream everything at you. You just got to be willing to listen, and you got to be willing to take the action. I think from your perspective, Leo, it was like, yeah, I'm hearing that it's time to get out of Dodge, or I'm hearing that it's time here to do something different or move in a different direction, and I'm not going to second guess what my highest self is calling me upon. So with that being said, you guys are listening to the call, okay? All right, Team Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. We did the fire, guys. We did the air. We did the earth. Going on into the last but not least zodiac for the day, Scorpio. What is popping with you? Let's see what's going on here for the Scorpio. Messages for Team Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Messages here for Team Scorpio. You got here a Knight of Swords coming out for you. There could be a quick message coming in. You might be getting a message or communication from somebody you didn't really expect, so it could be unexpected communication. Knight of Swords can be something happening fast too. What I want to say for Scorpios in reference to things happening fast, don't feel pressured to make a quick decision. Like, let's say, for example, you're going car shopping, you know, you tested out this car, that car, the Toyota, the BMW, you tested out the Honda. It's like, don't feel so quick or so pressured to make an instantaneous decision, especially with car salesmen, because they will make sure they get you in that car and take it home. So with that all being said here for you, Scorpio, really take your time. Don't get pressured in the next 24 hours. There might be a pressuring kind of situation. Stand your ground, okay? Something I want to say here for you guys. Take that if it resonates, of course, but Scorps, we're going to get one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully all is well. Scorpio, overall energy for you, 10 of Swords in reverse. Looking at the current energy, we have here the 8 of Swords in reverse, what you're dealing with. We got here a Strength in reverse. And then lastly for the Scorpio gang, another reversal all across the board, 4 of Pence in the reverse position as well. So let's have a look here and see what's going on. First things first, 10 of Swords reversed, 8 of Swords reversed. I think right now you're not really overthinking anymore when it does come towards, you know, I think you're not overthinking anymore about somebody. I think that for a while you were kind of considering, should I walk away from a situation? Should I not? I think you're choosing to stick around something, Scorpio. You know, looking at what you're dealing with here, Strength in reverse. Instead of the Strength upright, which would be about you taking space, Strength in reverse is about getting close to someone or something. So I feel like basically for Scorpios that have been feeling very indecisive on whether or not if it was time to leave or time to stay, you're coming to the conclusion that you want to stick around somewhere, okay? If you've been thinking about, should I leave this job for another job? Should I leave this person and be single? Should I leave behind what I'm doing right now and pursue something else? It's like you're finally getting the answer you needed, especially if there's been any sort of indecision, you know? So that answer is that you're staying where you're at. I think you're choosing to stick around. You know, you might have even been like in reference to moving. It's like, you know, maybe you thought about it, it's time to move, it's time to go somewhere. And it's like, you know what? I think I'm going to stay here instead of selling this house and moving. I'm going to stay because this is my home. So, you know, we all get to times and moments and places in our lives where where maybe we feel like what we have is not enough anymore, or maybe we get to a point where we're like, maybe we should pursue something else. But sometimes we need to have that second, you know, available option to kind of make us realize that we're much more happier with what we have than going in a different direction entirely. Sometimes we need that kind of thrown in our face to show us that we're happy where we are, if you will, you know? So that's what I see showing up for Scorpios. All right. Take that, of course, if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But thank you so much for coming out nonetheless, Scorpio. I really appreciate it. Okay. All right, Scorps, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. By the way, Aisha, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. One of my favorite hats here for sure. Of course, just a shameless plug. If anybody wants to get a Stay Poppin' hat, it's on my website. First link in the description below. All right, guys. With that all being said, guys, thank you all so much. TJ, appreciate you for subbing to the channel. Thank you all so much for coming out here to the daily reading. Really appreciate it, guys. I hope you enjoyed your time here and enjoyed your stay. Of course, if so, let me know down in those comments down below. For everybody who's in here, if you can drop a like, I'd appreciate it. It'd be a super big help. Of course, if anybody here is new and you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe. If you're new here, I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. I do want to mention Geminis. To the Gemini peeps, I uploaded your mid-June 2023 tarot reading here today. So if you're a Gemini, check out your mid-June reading. Coming up tomorrow is going to be the Libra and the Aquarius reading for mid-June. So stay tuned for that as well, guys. Okay. Personal readings are restocked for the week. So if you guys would like to have a personal reading with me, they are available on my website here for this week. So I'll be happy to meet you guys over there. Thank you to anybody in advance that wants to get a reading, guys. I appreciate that too. But everybody, I love you all so much. Have a fantastic day. Happy Monday. Hope your weekend was great. And I hope you guys are setting the intentions to have a kick-ass week for this week ahead. Okay, guys? Really, really, really love every single one of you. Thank you for spending time with me. And I'm going to go ahead and catch everybody in the next video. So much love to my soul family. And guys, take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, everybody. Peace.